Good day, everyone. So we have reached the last lab of the subject, which is lab 9, the rolling disc of an inclined plane. We were requested to do this lab with our own equipment in the home. So basically, we are from group 1 and section 03. Let me introduce myself and my teammates first. So my name is Kavin Kumar Nalakina Hindran Kumar. Next, my teammate is Du Bo Yuan, Ashraf Amma bin Jamros, Ame Adlan bin Arif Fadila, and last one is Arun Nalaki Silver. First of all, before we start our presentation, I would like to thank my lecturers, Sir Zulhelmi bin Ismail, who, whom readily will help us during the lab preparation. So let's start the presentation. So the objective of the lab is we will be able to understand the mass moment of inertia with the rolling experiment, which is the first experiment of this report. The second one is able to understand the mass moment inertia by pendulum experiment, which is the second experiment of the report. And third one is the law of falling bodies on an inclined plane. And the last one will be able to identify the relationship between the mass and the inertia. So after that, let me go to the introduction part. So let me start the presentation with the free fall. Okay guys, when you drop something accidentally or purposely, did you ever notice or observe its motion? The body or the object will fall freely without any external force. Such motion of body which falls freely called as a free fall. The motion of an object under the effect of gravitational force only. Free falls occur in objects that have been thrown upwards or thrown downwards. During each second of fall, the speed of ball changes by 9.8 meter second square. The changes in speed due to the gravity, hence the acceleration is called as acceleration due to its gravity. So next I would like to give an explanation on inertia. In simple words, objects tend to keep on doing what they are doing. Inertia is the natural tendency of every object to resist change in their state of motion. If they at rest, they will prefer staying at rest, and if they moving at constant velocity means they will want to continue doing so. The tendency of object is called nothing but an inertia. And yes guys, Newton's first law of motion is called the law of inertia as well. For instance, inertia plays an important role in our life too, which there are a safety device in the car to prevent us from effects of inertia. The first is the seat belt. When the front end of your car rams another object of the car, a human will suddenly move forward. So the move forward, which is the inertia. So the seat belt will prevent us from any accidents or serious injuries. So this is one example of inertia. So from this we can know inertia plays an important. Inertia is so important in our life. So that's all from me. Next, my teammate will be explaining the following topics on. So thank you.
Hello, my name is Dubagan. Today I'm going to talk about our lab 9. So I'm going to talk about the result part. My metric number is MH19047. So this is the result we got from our experiment. This is the data we used for the Fab formula. This is the table 1, and this is for the table 2 and table 3. Okay, so for laboratory equipment, we use 2 tapes instead of discs. Then we use protractor to get the angle we need. We use the meter stick select the desired distance, 1000 millimeter. So this is for the large disc. First, we put the large disc at the 0 position we set. Then release the disc and start the stopwatch. Stop the watch when disc reaches the end of the desired distance. Make sure the watch is already stopped when the minor point has reached the measurement mark. Then repeat measurements, get sets of values. So this is for the small discs. We also repeat the set of the previous set of large disc experiments, then get the result for small discs. That's all then.
Hello everyone, my name is Arun Sagal, matrix ID MA19205. Today I'll be presenting discussion question 1 until 6 on lab 9, rolling disc on inclined plane. Let's look at the first question. The first question asks us how to adjust the angle of inclination. The angle of inclination can be adjusted by turning the height of the adjuster spindle until the angular meter shows the desired value. The second question is the purpose of angular meter. Angular meter is an instrument for measure the external angles which needed in this experiment to measure the angle of inclination. Let's look at question 3. Question 3 asks us to give an alternative method to measure the angle of inclination. The angle of inclination can be measured by using a protractor or by using trigonometry as shown in the figure below. How to make a precise alignment for this experiment? To make a precise alignment, we must make sure that the 3 bubble level is exactly in the middle. It can be made by turning the height of adjuster of the spindle. Question number 5. Why the angle higher than 7 degree cannot be used for this experiment? This is because measurement error will be occur and it will affect to the experimental result when the time taken by the rolling disc to arrive is too short. Hence, the angle of inclination is limited in the range lower than 7 degree. Let's look at the 6th question, which is the definition of free fall theory, which is discovered by Galileo. Galileo concluded that a motion is said to be uniformly accelerated when, starting from rest, it acquires during equal time intervals equal increments of speed. Moreover, he also stated that a free-falling body undergoes uniformly accelerated motion in close proximity to the Earth, which is J equals to 9.8 meter per second, when the air resistance is negligible in relation to the weight of body. Galileo was the first person to show that all objects fall to the Earth with a constant acceleration. No matter what the mass of object is or where it's dropped from, the acceleration due to the gravity is the same. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Amir Adlan bin Harif Fadilah. My matric ID is MA19124 and I am going to be presenting about discussion, specifically discussions from number 7 up until number 11. So firstly, give the factors that cause free falling body. The factors that cause free falling body is the environmental factor, as the air resistance may affect the free fall of the objects. The weight or size of an object also readily causes free falling body. This means that objects with a larger size or heavier tend to move downward faster than lighter objects. Next, what is the relation between angle of inclination and the rolling disc? The disc acceleration A is directly proportional with angle of inclination. What does this do is the disc acceleration will increase as the angle of inclination also increases. Moving on to number 9. Explain the term inertia. Inertia is the behavior of all bodies in retaining the state of rest or in motion is caused by a property of the bodies. Number 10. Why repeatability of the measurement is important? Repeatability of the measurement is very important in order to reduce the measurement error. Lastly, draw a free body diagram of the disc roll on an inclined plane. So as you can see by the drawing provided here, this is the disc roll on an given inclined plane, and all the 3 arrows stated here shows the forces that it undergoes respectively. That is all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and very good evening. My name is Ashraf Ahmad bin Jamras. Today I want to present about the calculation. Before I jump into the calculation, I want to recap all about this lab. Basically, for this lab has been conducted with the two different size of circular disc where used to roll down and incline plane, so as to determine the angular acceleration and the time taken for this to finish movement. Other than that, from the data collected, the theoretical and experimental value of angular acceleration for both big and small discs used were to determine, and the percentage error was calculated for the comparison reason. For the conclusion, the experiment angular acceleration of rolling disc can be calculated from the summation of minute using a mass minute of inertia. And from the simplified kinematic equation, the hypothetical precise speeding was calculated from the count about of the experiment where the disc begin from the rest. And then the major mistake caused from the incorrect selection of the beginning point of roll and friction impact from the contact point. Okay, I think that's all from our group presentation. Thank you for your time for hearing our presentation, and thank you.